Zilladon, my man, what's going on, bro? Liverpool to win as a United fan? Is it crazy that I'm like, I feel the same way? I just don't want Arsenal to run away with it. Like, this whole season is just like, I'm already done with it. United absolutely falling apart. Arsenal most likely going to win the league, especially if they win this game here. It's a statement win right here. Like, even me, you know, I'm a massive Arsenal hater. But I just don't see if they win this game here, they're probably not going to get caught because City are probably gonna continue to drop points, especially with the injuries they have in defense. But then there's also these talks about them getting Gahey as well. So depending the business they do in January, I still have hope that Arsenal are going to do what they do best and bottle the league. But this kind of feels like it's their year. Arsenal, what's the score predictions for this game, though, boys? I'm saying I just want to see a good game, really. Like, I don't want to see some boring, low-scoring game. I want to see a good game here. I'll say this isn't even that high scoring, but I'm gonna say 2-1 to Arsenal, even though I don't want them to win. But that's just a brain prediction right there. 2-1, 2-1. I feel a 1-0 Arsenal. Yeah, most likely it's just going to be a 1-0 Arsenal. They score off a corner. But Arsenal's actually starting Trossard, which I don't understand why they don't do more, because I've always rated Trossard. I think he's a great player. He's definitely better than Martinelli. Oh, Beast. This Real Atletico game is so back and forth and entertaining. I don't want to switch to a possible snooze fest. It very well could be a snooze fest. What is the score of that game? David, what's going on, bro? Trossard is like a joker? What do you mean like that? How is he a joker? One 0 half of I actually did see the clip of Valverde scoring that free kick. It's crazy. Even he was surprised it went in. He scores when Arsenal needs. Yeah, dude, he's clutch. Honestly, like, Madueke's also been on some crazy form this season, so strongest front three probably. I mean, if they had Havertz back, I'm putting him straight into the team. But Saka, Madueke, Havertz, if they had everybody fit. Adam Ramsey, what's going on, bro? Trossard part time as a ref when he's not playing. Is this like actually true, or like is this some type of joke that you're trying to say to me? Arsenal will win 3-1. Dude, if they get a big win here against Liverpool, it's over. Just give them the league's over. And Gamo, the hat trick. Just kidding, dude. They're playing freaking Frimpong on right wing. Frimpong not that bad. I've never really rated him. Like, even when he was at Leverkusen and we had Ten Hag and he was heavily linked to coming with us, I was like not really like sold on signing him. Because, like, to me, he was just a bit of a pace merchant. And I fucked up. I forgot the timer. Hold on. It might show a little bit behind, but first half starting right now. My brother is an Arsenal fan. I'm a Liverpool fan for life. Fan for life. Tomorrow will be laughing emoji. Costa, what's going on, man? Yeah, he's just got the pace and cross. I can see Gakpo bagging one today. Have you not seen his twin, the ref that does the Champions League games? Oh, I have seen that. Yeah, you're right. He does have a twin referee. Yeah, Costa, bro. My dad and my older brother are actually both Liverpool fans, and I'm a United fan. So I feel you there, bro. W dad. That user all miserable this season. I mean, like, are Liverpool fans even that miserable? I mean, obviously, there's a bit of a decline off last season, like, but like, you're still most likely going to get Champions League football. Like, it's still not that miserable. And it's like you actually have like a proper base that you could actually go on and challenge for the league next season. Like Liverpool still have an unreal squad. Whereas United are just completely cooked. Zvert's playing? I'm pretty sure he is. I saw the Arsenal starting 11. I didn't see the Liverpool one. I saw Frimpong was playing on the right, and I didn't see the rest of it. I'm pretty sure Verts is playing. Have you not heard that Don Hassan man is miserable? Why did that name sounds familiar to me? But I can't think of who that is right now. But I've heard that name before, definitely. Dude, ever since they sacked Ruben, man, I've been just like my heart has been broken. Like it's so like even if I don't I can't I'll always support United and love the club, but I cannot support what is the decisions that are being made at the club right now. I can't support it. And the owners have to go. Like there's no way around that. Because it's just going to be and just the way that they've sacked Ruben too because it wasn't for results. It was because he called out the board. And if the board's not going to back Ruben, and they've kind of made it clear that they're really not going to back any manager, why would any self-respecting manager want to come to United? I didn't watch the whole video or stream or whatever, but I just saw a title of Goldbridge talking about how Steve Flicks, appreciate the rose, man. Saw Goldbridge, the title of the video was apparently like Tuchel was like number one option apparently that United's going for. And that I could get behind. But even then, if we bring in Tuchel, we could bring in fucking Pep. And we would still fail because these owners will not back anyone. Out of all, the only manager that we've had that they actually backed was Ten Hag, and he set us back years. Like they went through all this bullshit because they didn't want to spend money. The one man that they actually want to back, like even with Ole, like he wanted Holland and fucking Declan Rice, and they didn't give it to him, or not Declan Rice, sorry, Jude Bellingham. And they don't want to pay the money for those players, but you want to pay 80 million for Anthony and fucking 70 million or however much it was for Højlund? Like, it's crazy. These guys are the kings of wasting money. Generally, we are cooked this season. People were celebrating Amorim out. Now we can't even improve. I watched the game back, actually, again last night. And, like, it's frustrating because it's the same thing, really, of what was going on under Ruben. There is no hiding that gaping hole in midfield, no matter if you play with the 2 in midfield or 3. And it's frustrating because we actually do have a lot of good players, but then it just gets ruined from the shit players that have been here for years now, costing us. Mainly looking at Sean Dallow. And, like, I'm not going to be super, like, delusional and just trying to, like, push an agenda or whatever, just, like, because I want to be right about Ruben or whatever that. Like, I don't think we were necessarily that much worse, and we weren't really any better. At the very most, we were the exact same. Johnny, what's up, man? I need Ruben. We were actually making good progress, bro. I will never, like, it'll take me a full good year to get over the fact that they did my man Ruben like that. Devastated. If they do actually, like I was talking about, the idea of them bringing in Tuchel, I wanted Tuchel when we got rid of Ten Hag. Tuchel was originally the guy I wanted. I see the universe where he could come to United, succeed. I could see a little bit of a revenge narrative of him coming back to the Premier League to prove himself after he got done wrong at Chelsea. I could see that. To be honest, you think Tuchel is a long-term manager? I mean, like, in terms of, like, us keeping him long-term or him wanting to be at the club long-term? And what are we saying is long-term? What about Luis Enrique? I want him as well, but even him, Enrique and Tuchel, like, those are the type of managers where it's just like, and even somebody like a Conte, why would they want to come to United now when they've just made it crystal clear that they're not going to back any manager? Like, they want a Sean Dyche, like somebody like that, who's just going to, like, work with what they have and fucking just, like get the bare minimum results with just average players. We're never gonna win the league with that type of manager. Him wanting to stay long term? I mean, again, what is long term? Like 3 years plus, or like longer than that? I would say Jules going on, dude. Me too, man. My heart is broken with all this shit that's going on at the club. Sir Alex type? See, that's the thing that pains me the most about Ruben. Like, I could have seen him actually be in there for years. Years. Tuchel, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, hypothetically, if he came to United and was successful, I don't see, like, why would he want to leave? It's the one of the biggest clubs in the world, the biggest club in the Premier League. Premier League's the best league in the world. Why would you not want to be the Man United manager? Southgate going to be announced in April for next season? Oh, bro. I'm not going to watch. I'll fucking delete my channel if that happens. The one thing that attracts people to United players and coaches is what if they bring United back? Yeah, and all these coaches, and same with the players as well, they have these big egos, and they always believe that they're going to be the ones to turn things around. But like, the likelihood that history is going to repeat itself, and like the more and more that we bring a manager in and then he fails, and then just seeing what happens to these managers after they leave United, like their whole careers fall apart. So now I feel like there still is that pull for people wanting to be the person that's going to change United. But like each manager we go through, I feel like that fades away, and people are getting a little bit more hesitant of actually wanting to come to United because there's a chance you could ruin your whole career, player or manager. Imagine if Tuchel joined, won everything, and then the moment he leaves, everything turns to shit. I mean, it very well could, but like I've got no hope, honestly, and it actually baffles me how United can get it wrong this many times, and they still have a foundation. Thank God for Sir Alex for building this foundation for us. They still have a foundation to get back to the very top. But if they how many more times are they going to be able to fuck up and waste millions before that foundation's just completely gone and we turn into like a fucking Everton? Because that's where we're headed right now. Yeah, I like the idea of Tuchel number 1, Enrique number 2 for me. I'm not going to lie. I hear a lot of people talking about Xavi. I don't want Xavi. Like he doesn't really have the experience that like the other managers we're talking about has, and he doesn't like never played in the Prem, never managed in the Prem. I just feel like it's really really high risk if you're going to bring in someone like Xavi. I've been watching a lot of Goldbridge lately, and he's been talking about like how he wants Carrick. Like if it's between Ole and Carrick, he wants Carrick, and like I do too. But his reasonings for why he wants Carrick makes no sense to me. He keeps saying because United have no midfield and Carrick played in midfield, then they should bring in Carrick. Like just because Carrick played in midfield, that he'll be able to sort out our midfield. What? Shit makes no sense. Like what does him playing in midfield have to do with anything? I say the same as I'm broken watching this team playing right now, but I'm always believing in my team. I always believe in my team. This is why I'm in so much pain right now, because even in like the bad moments, like when Ole left, Ten Hag, fucking been through Mourinho, I've been through all of them, man. In those moments, I've always believed that United is gonna bounce back, and eventually somebody will get it right. I've started to lose that belief now, because even when we bring in somebody that looks like they're building something and has the potential to actually get it right, you sack them. I said this yesterday. It's not Manchester United. It's Sesame Street, because these guys they just want puppets. We don't have a manager. We just have head coaches. Our manager is actually Elmo. Ruben hurt a little harder than all the others. Yeah, like honestly. And like in all fairness to Ole, it hurt me. I was Ole out when we lost that Champions League game to Istanbul, if you remember that one. That was when I was like, okay, he's got to go. But like I felt bad for him as well, and like I still like Ole. If they do bring in Ole, I will support. I'm not going to like get on his back and start questioning his tactics and all this bullshit. But like I'm not going to support him coming in long term. I will support just in the situation we are now, because like honestly, I just want Ruben to come back, but that's obviously not going to happen. So there's no point of just talking about Ruben and all the shit that could have happened. We got to move on. Oof. At least wait till the end of the season, sack mid-season, and 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, even if Ruben stayed in, my expectations for the season were always between 6th and 8th. Now that he's gone, I could see maybe 10th. Like with just all the shit that's going on right now, the fact that I have to say a top half of the table finish like would be good for us is sad. We miss European football. They fire Wilcox and bring back Ruben. Wake me up. Oh man, it's the shit. Like, we just need Saudis. That's what we've always needed. Should have been done years ago. We'll get top 6 Europa League. I mean, and again, with Ruben or without Ruben, the only hope that I had that we would make Europe is if we actually brought in some players in January. But that is pretty much came clear that we're not going to bring in anybody, most likely. So we're cooked. We are cooked. If we're playing the season with Ugarte Casemiro, we are cooked. And also, you know what the crazy thing is? Everybody loves to shit on Ugarte because he's easy to get at right now because he is not that great. But like yesterday was probably the best performance I've ever seen Ugarte play in a United jersey. Like, you remember that one run that he had in the first half, I think it was? And he got the ball and carried it forward and he dribbled through 4 Burnley players. You remember that one? I'm like, who the hell is this guy? I've never seen freaking Ugarte do that once in his entire life. He actually wasn't bad. Do you think Ruben would ever consider coming home? Not under this ownership. Don't worry, they're going to bring back Fred. Yeah, dude, they're going to bring back Rashford and Onana and all them, man. Like, club's a joke. And if we do bring back Rashford, I'm actually going to be sick. Like, if we're going back to Ole, like, just going back to your ex type shit, I will be sick. Big Cheese Nip 69 with the follow. What a name. Appreciate you, bro. To be fair, Manu doesn't seem like he wants to play anymore. Yeah, dude, I actually, that's another one that hurts me. Because, like, I like Manu. I do like him as a player. I think he is a very talented player. But I just can't with the, like, I can't with the childish bullshit. I just can't. I don't like it. And I don't want those attitudes in my club, if I'm going to be honest. And, you know, this is all just freaking conspiracy shit. Nobody knows for sure. I can't say this with certainty, but I just believe with all my heart that he's faking that injury. And it has nothing to do about Ruben. Like, he has a right to be upset and be pissed off because Ruben wasn't playing him, whatever. But it's just the fact of that him making that decision is clear to me that he doesn't give a shit about Man United. He just cares about himself. Because in a moment where we're low on players, we literally need... We are dying out for help, especially in midfield. And he has his opportunity. He's injured. You know what I mean? And I just can't... I can't accept that. I'll never accept that. David with the double fireworks in the rose, man. Appreciate you, David. Much love, bro. Bruno got Ruben sacked faking a hamstring injury like Manu. No one comes back that fast. Okay, well, let's see. Like what's more? I'm not saying, like, Manu very well could have been injured, but like it's too much of a coincidence that he comes back. The game that the first game Ruben's gone, like, you know, Kathir, what's going on, man? How's the match been so far? Kind of like what I expected. I wanted to see a good high scoring game. It's not actually just been bad, but I wanted to see goals. What's more likely? Bruno faking an injury. The guy's played every single minute for his entire United career, pretty much. And then he gets a hamstring injury. The injury we saw in the game before, and then he made it worse in the following game. Or Manu, who had a calf injury. How do you get a calf injury when you've barely even played? You got what? You got a calf injury walking down the road? Yeah, sure, he could have got it in practice. And you know what? Even if he was, at the very most, I'd believe that he was hurt. But this is the difference for me. And this is why like Pogba pissed me off. There's a difference between being hurt and being injured. Bruno's been hurt many a times and still played. But there's guys like Pogba, and what I believe like Manu was in this instance, where they were just hurt, and they're just like, yeah, I'm not gonna play. They're like basically just looking for any excuse not to play. Plus, why would Ruben want to get why would Bruno want to get Ruben sacked? Literally the only reason why Bruno is still at the club is because of Ruben. And not only, everybody wanted Ruben out, but I feel like you failed to realize that these people wanted Ruben out, but they love Bruno or whatever. If Ruben leaves, Bruno is the next one to go. And then another thing, now that Ruben's gone, and people can't point the finger at him anymore, what are the two main people that the finger gets pointed at the club? Who are they? What roles? What has it been since the fucking dawn of time? Like, who do you now that Ruben's gone? Who do you think people are going to point the finger at? Karar, what's going on, bro? Counter debate, what's going on, man? They're going to start the owners, the board, dude. Bruno, exactly. And not necessarily Bruno. It will be whoever is wearing that captain's armband. It happened with Maguire. It's happening with Bruno. They changed they changed it from Bruno. They shifted it towards the manager. If it's not the manager, then it's the captain. They'll always point the finger at either the manager or the captain. When in reality, specifically talking about Bruno right now, Bruno is the only reason why this club has been able to do anything good in the past however many years he's been here. Everybody wants to point the fingers at the guys who are actually doing everything they can to make the club better, but they don't want to address the real issues, which is the board. Board definitely wanted Bruno out money so bad, which is fair if we ever did a proper rebuild. Yeah, like I understand selling Bruno. Like I said this before, you would be stupid if you're getting 70 to 100 mil for a guy who's about to turn 32. Again, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's fucking Ronaldo or Messi. Maybe I'll take Ronaldo because Ronaldo at 32 is actually like 27. But you'd be stupid not to take that money because no matter how good Bruno is for us, or has been for us, the guy's human. He's not going to be playing for us forever. So it would be smart to cash in on him, to actually, like you said, do a proper rebuild. Bruno, the reason we're not in Champions League? What do you mean? Because we didn't sell him and didn't do the proper rebuild or whatever? Honestly, I still don't believe that. Because, like, just because you sell Bruno The likelihood that you're going to bring in somebody that's going to make the same impact that Bruno has made for us, very slim. Very slim. Oh, sorry, championship. Sorry, I misread that. Yeah, you're right. Bruno disrespect will not be tolerated. I agree. And there's been, like, I'll be like, Bruno's had some bad moments, especially at the start of the season. He's definitely costed us points this season, but it's not solely his fault. I don't believe. And dude, I was watching back the goals. Casemiro has to go. He has to go. He looks all right or whatever because he doesn't like give the ball away as much as everybody else, but just all the stuff that he's not doing because he can't run is affecting us massively. Like those 2 goals we conceded. Fucking Mejbri, handball. Oh my gosh, Bradley just hit the bar. Gakpo, trying to find a shot, blocked by Timber. Oh my goodness, Liverpool's so close there from taking the lead. Bradley beats a man. Stripped off the ball and Arsenal are able to clear there. Holy shit, man. I need Verts shots on goal. Is that the bet? Who else? Does anybody else have bets going right now? Ten Hag has made some of the most mid transfers, but now I question how much say he really had. I still feel like he had a lot of say. Because, like, I genuinely believe the only manager that was actually backed post Fergie was Ten Hag. Because he was the one who wanted Anthony. He wanted him so bad, they spent like fucking extra 20, 30 million or whatever it was on top of his price tag because they wanted to bring him in so bad. And he was fucking shit. I doubt he'll get it though. I only took it because high odds. You just need him to get 1. Honestly, I could see it, man. He's been getting better and better each game he's played for Liverpool. But going back to what I was talking about the goals we conceded against Burnley. Casemiro. Hannibal just runs by him. The second goal, or no, sorry, the own goal. The first goal. Hannibal just runs by him in behind, and he just watches him. Stands there and watches him. And then go watch the goal back, and you'll see Heaven. I know, like even the goal we conceded against the one that we conceded against Leeds, that the American guy scored, Aronson. I know Heaven can run faster than that in both goals. But you see him, and once Hannibal runs in behind, you see fucking Heaven, who I don't want to go in on. I actually like Heaven a lot. I think he's going to be a great center back, but he just has a lot to learn. He's running 10 yards. 10 yards with his hands behind his back. He's literally running like this. Are you kidding me? I understand having your hands behind your back because you don't want to give a handball away, but you're going to run 10 yards with your hands behind your back? What is he doing? Like, go watch it back. I'm not even exaggerating. Should have backed Jose. Would have won the league by now. 100%. Shifu, what's going on, man? I think we should keep this manager. He is not bad considering second half just needs a midfield. Who? Fletcher? Come on, bro. We can't have that. I love Cunha, but it's understated. His flop cost Ruben his job. Go for midfield and Bruno at 10. I think Cunha hasn't even really been that bad. He's been overhated. Same with Šeško as well. Like, they haven't been outstanding, but like, they're coming into a new team, into one of the most toxic United teams of all time during a rebuild, and in a very, very difficult time in the most high-pressure club in the world right now. Like, I think like Cunha, he's been getting thrown under the bus, especially in the Wolves and the Leeds game. People complaining about him for not passing the ball or whatever and carrying, like, ball carrying too much. I was fine with that, because even before the game, I'm looking at the lineup and I'm like, unless Cunha dribbles through the whole team, I really don't see how we're going to score. And that's basically how the game played out. Anytime he passed the ball, the guy fucking gave it away. So I'd rather see him just try to dribble through everybody. And it's the same thing with Šeško too. I was so happy to see him score those 2 goals. And 2 elite finishes as well, by the way. Everybody was counting him out, saying he's shit, calling him a fucking, he's got the quality of a U18 player or whatever. I heard it all. My eye is saying that Højlund was better. Okay, the stats or whatever are not the best. Should he have scored more goals? Yes. But you cannot watch the game with your eyes and tell me that Højlund is better than Šeško, or is better for the United than Šeško. United fans have such short memories. It's even the same thing with fucking Ole coming back. You just forgot all the bad times? You only remembered the good times, the Black Chester United, the game against PSG, like that's all you remember? Like, do you not remember fucking getting dummied 6-1 against Spurs? You remember that? And you had Maguire and Luke Shaw tripping over each other? That's what I remember. Remember when Qatari owners were interested in us? Yeah, dude, that should have been what happened. We needed them. And we desperately need Mbeumo back, man. Holy. We need Mbeumo back. If we had Mbeumo in that game against Burnley, we would have won. Bro, we got a wreck soccer team right now. A dad coaching his twin son's soccer team. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy the state of this club. You remember that game? I forgot how many years ago this was, but there was a United youth player, and he scored like a really nice goal. I forgot who it was against, but we were losing, and he scored. And when we scored, we were still losing, but he started celebrating, and he was like celebrating high, and I think Martial went over to him and was just like, bro, like just like get back, like we're losing. That wasn't Hannibal, was it? Anybody remember? Remember what I'm talking about? Because like I'm thinking it was Hannibal because I remember it was somebody with big hair, but I don't. I think it might have been somebody else. We need Mbeumo and Ahmed desperately, and De Ligt too, man. We need him back so bad. I thought Martinez was really good against Burnley. Yeah, I've been so impressed with him since he's came back from that injury. When his next African Cup of Nations game gonna be? Ahmed and Mbeumo in the final, bro. If they both make the final, I'm gonna be pissed off. The final's on the 18th. We play City on the 17th. I think it was against Brighton, if I remember. But who was the player? It was somebody with like big hair. I'm pretty sure it was Hannibal. I'm just trying to think of like big hair academy kids we've had. Like Tai Chung, I remember, but I don't think it was him. Speaking of Brighton next game on Sunday, FA Cup. Anybody have any hope that we're actually going to win that, or are we going to be knocked out of like the only competition that we realistically? And even then, it's still not realistic that we would win that. Because I could see it now. Danny Welbeck. Seen it before. Rice and Van Dyke getting into it right now. Only other big hair I can think of is Fellaini. I think I'm gonna have to look that up because it's gonna bug me. Do it at halftime. We're playing at home, so we'll win, but only 1-0 or 2-1. I hope so, man. Imagine we could somehow get an FA Cup out of this shocking season. Watching Arsenal game makes me want to sleep. It was Dan James against Palace, but we were drawing. I don't know. It wasn't Dan James. I swear. I forgot. I'm going to have to look it up. Like, it was a really, really nice goal, but... I remember Martial going over to him and, like, kind of, like, telling him, like, to stop celebrating, pretty much. David back in here with 2 double fireworks. David, you freaking legend, man. We love you. Absolute GOAT. And a hands heart. Shout out David, man. Always showing his love and support for the channel. Big up everybody that's showing any type of support for the channel. Even if that's through freaking sending gifts, donos, liking the video, sharing, just watching it all, man. Always appreciate everybody who hops up in the streams. We're going to get through this first half with no goal. Best chance so far, that Connor Bradley attempt. Hannibal or Zidane. What was his name? Zidane Iqbal or something like that? It very well could have been Hannibal. I'm going to look this up at halftime. David with the 12 roses, man. W. Davids, bro. AKA United fan on the YouTube. Absolute legend. It was Hannibal versus Brighton, though. The highlights don't show Martial going to him. Okay, maybe I'm forgetting that part wrong. Maybe it was Martial, like, grabbing the ball or something. Or maybe I'm just, like, completely forgetting that part of it. I just remember him scoring and then, like, going like this or some shit. And, like, him just kind of celebrating by himself and everybody just, like, getting the ball and, like, trying to get back so we can get another goal. CPFC Don, watching Arsenal games make me want to sleep. You know what's crazy? I mean, a lot of Arsenal fans will actually complain about the football they play, but literally every single team in the league, like either their own fans or rival fans, everybody says they'll play shit football apart from like City. I swear it's Dan James. You know what? I'm gonna look it up right now. Let's find out. Who'd you say it was again? Brighton? Goal versus Brighton. What about Hannibal trying to fight Ugarte at halftime as well? It was Hannibal. And it was against Brighton. Kathir, you got a good memory, man. Cracking goal. Let me see the one you're talking about. Dan James against Palace, because I kind of remember that as well. Goal versus Palace. I remember that goal. Finesse into the top right corner. Is that the same goal? Ooh. Timber crosses the back post. Couldn't find a red shirt. Gravenberg gonna bring it down. Rice takes it away from him though. Still got about 5 minutes left in this first half. Saka doing way too much, man. Gakpo wins the free kick for Liverpool. Yeah, David, bro, no goals. Boring, pretty boring first half, honestly. Did you rewatch the United match? How was it? I did rewatch it, and there were some good things, but there was also just like the same bullshit that we've been experiencing all season. I honestly believe if we had Mbumo in that game, we definitely would have won. Like all the positions that Dorgu was in, I'm just like, bro, if this was Mbumo, he would be cooking these guys. And I can't believe, even regardless with the group of players that we had for that game, that Burnley team is shit, bro. Like the Wolves team was better than the Burnley team. I know Burnley are higher, have more points or whatever, but in that specific game, Wolves played better football than Burnley did. 100%. Jaden, my man, in here with the 3 TikToks and a live. Jaden, how's it going, bro? How's your day been? Wait, AC Milan up 1-0 or down 1-0? And what's going on with the Atleti Real game? Tackling Rice, attempt from edge of the box. Timber's so good, man. Like that's we need a fullback who can get forward like Timber. They're down 1-0. Oh, here's Saka. Can he find the shot? Liverpool playing with fire right now. Saka trying to step in front of this. They've Arsenal giving away a free kick. Just got home. It's been all right. Nice, bro. Saying Burnley played bad, but they scored 2. I know, but like, it's kind of just AIDS at the same time. Like, they had 1 shot on target, scored 2 goals. And even like Wolves or Leeds or any of those teams, they didn't even play good either. We are just bad. We're so bad that we make them look good. It's crazy. Out of all the 3 teams in relegation, West Ham, Burnley, and Wolves, we've drawn against all of them. Like, that's pathetic. Jaden in here with the "You're awesome, man. You're awesome." Are you doing FA Cup watch-alongs on Saturday? I think Spurs are playing against Villa. Yeah, definitely. I'll look to do that. Then Sunday, obviously, United Brighton. But yeah, Friday I'll do those games as well. Or sorry, not Friday, Saturday. We've had 2 minutes added on to this first half. Can we actually like see some goals in the second half, or is this game just going to be a shitter 0-0? Is Ole official yet? I don't think it's like officially official, but it seems likely that he's going to come in. It seems like it'll be Ole, and then Carrick will come in probably as his assistant as well. I don't know how I'm going to feel about that, honestly. All I know is if I hear one more person say United DNA, like, we're going to have to box. Because I'm tired of hearing that shit. And like, is it really United DNA people are looking for, or is it Sir Alex Ferguson DNA? Because the United DNA of what it's turned into in the post Fergie era, like what is it really? It's fucking minimal effort. That's what United's DNA is. I knew this would be a cagey game. Yeah, I kind of had the feeling of that as well. Usually, all these big matchups end up being like not that entertaining. What is a tourist supporter is going on here then? Bro, how does it feel that I'm Canadian and I know more about this sport and this club than you do? How does that feel? How does it feel to be from England and being shit at football? How's it feel? The game starts at 5:45 p.m. my time, bro. I wish games were playing in the afternoon. Frank, my man, what's going on, bro? I'm interested to see who plays on the left for United now because Ahmed and Bumo want to play on the right. Cunha can't really play out wide. Yeah, it's just going to be interesting. Honestly, people are going to be against this, and I know Bruno is better in the attacking mid position, but for me, I'd probably play him deeper with beside Casemiro, play Cunha at attacking mid, play Mbumo Ahmed. Mbumo, would you play Mbumo on the left or Ahmed on the left? I'd honestly play Ahmed on the left because I think Mbumo is more likely to actually cut in and score than Ahmed is. Where I want to see Ahmed actually like cross more, and he doesn't want to cross with his right foot. So if you put him on the left, maybe we'll actually see that. And then you put Sheshko up front, obviously. What I think will happen is, even though he scored 2 goals, so it's going to be hard to drop him, but I could see Cunha end up playing up at striker. If we're not allowed to say United DNA, can we say United football heritage? Sure. Mo Salah will score a hat trick today against Arsenal. Bro is not in the team right now. David going to eat tomato soup. Love a good tomato soup. It's like a grilled cheese. Oof. Liverpool rough. Yep. Updated score predictions on how this game's going to end. Everybody was saying 2-1, but Kind of screams Arsenal win this game 1-0 off a corner, doesn't it? If I correctly predict score, will I get a free Ronaldo shirt? Not from me. Jane saying 1-1. Macomb Bothy probably saying your name wrong. What's going on, man? On the YouTube saying 2-0 to Liverpool. Luis, what's going on, man? Game's so boring. Frank's saying this game's sending me to sleep. Hey, yo, Jaden with the Journey Pass. Appreciate you, bro. Casemiro and Bruno in the hole, but neither is a good CDM. What's the problem? Or, sorry, that's the problem. I mean, like, this is the thing is, like, Ugarte actually played well against Burnley, but nobody in the midfield can fucking hold on to the ball and relieve pressure for us, where we'll have that with Bruno. But then the thing that I don't like about seeing Bruno in that position is he's always trying to hit this freaking $1 million ball over the top, and it really never comes off. But in Bruno in the attacking mid position, that's where we're going to see the best from Šeško. I've always been saying people are way too hard on Šeško. Like, has he been great or lived up to the price tag or whatever that we paid for him? No. Obviously, he can do so much better, but just to like completely write him off is crazy. Like, you can see the quality in the guy. He creates opportunities to score. He gets in positions to score. His finishing just hasn't been there. It was there yesterday. If that can continue, he can build confidence from that. I think we're going to see a lot more of the shit we saw yesterday. When's the next United game? Sunday, FA Cup, Brighton. Going to be a tough game. Almost said it right. Mickey was up, man. Gabby Jesus comes in and Arsenal wins this game for sure. I think they need to bring on Madueke. Madueke has been on some crazy form this season. I was not expecting him to be this good when he made that move. I see us beating Brighton, but I don't want to jinx it. Brighton, they always give us a tough game. I could see. I'm gonna try and be positive. You know, I don't want us to lose, obviously, but I definitely see the universe where we fucking just like lose the game 3-1. I'm scared of Arsenal. We got a lot of tough games coming. We got City, then Arsenal. I cannot tell you where we're going to get our next win from. We are going to be dropping down the table quickly. Jaden with like a slice of cake, bro. Appreciate you. Love a slice of cake. Unless Man U forwards is carrying the team, they always get criticized. Absolutely. There is no. You cannot play for United and not get criticized. It's how you handle that criticism. This is what I was saying in that video. I was talking about freaking like the likes of a Rashford and Sancho or whatever. While like it doesn't matter how good you are. Even fucking Cristiano Ronaldo got criticized at United. It's how you respond to that criticism. Are you going to respond with performances on the field, or are you going to respond with tweets and Instagram posts and liking Instagram memes and shit like that? I'm tired of that shit. And honestly, it should be a rule for United players that you are not allowed to have social media. Can definitely see Danny Welbeck scoring against you next game. I could too, bro. Wouldn't be the first time. Dude, you know what's crazy? Do you think if Danny Welbeck still played for Arsenal, he'd have more goals than Gyökeres right now? Brighton's your bogey team, especially with Welbeck. Bruno should be central 10, attacking mid position. That's his best spot. I agree that's his best spot. But like I still think he's also like just playing him beside Casemiro, we can just get better. Like at this point, you just got to get all your best players in the field. Because the team now, like, is just solely talking about the teams that we've been playing this last couple weeks without the AFCON boys, lacks quality. Massively lacks quality. Exactly. Look how far Xerxes come from being substituted in the first half. To be honest, when Xerxes got subbed off and booed, and the fans booed him, I was not against that. I've said this before. I think he actually deserved to get booed there because he was walking around the field. I will never have respect for any United player that walks around the field. Never. I don't care who you are. Like guys like Rashford. This is why Rashford pisses me off. Why are you walking around the field like you're Messi? Like unless you're like just a constant goal threat every single time you get the ball, why are you walking on defense? And even then, like you're not helping your team. It's the same. It's like Mbappe with PSG. Okay, yeah, Mbappe's great. He was a great player at PSG. He's still a great player at Madrid. But PSG's better when he left. Can I get a refund on my free Manu t-shirt? Dude, I need a bring back Ruben t-shirt. You know who was really good on Burnley? Who I actually like would have taken at United when he was at Sporting? The the Edwards guy. I forgot what his first name is. I think it's something with a J. He was really the only one that was actually causing us problems. I think the second half's about to start soon. Can we actually be entertained in the second half, man? That first half was just an absolute snooze fest. Sticking with the Arsenal 1-0 off a corner prediction for the second half. United should have kept Hannibal. I liked him. How old is Hannibal even right now? Marcus Edwards. Yeah, that's what it was. Former Spurs. He's a baller. He is a baller, man. He's way better than fucking Burnley. Speaking about other Burnley players, man, Kyle Walker, bro, what a rat. Dives on that shit. That Martinez goal should have stood. And then I didn't even see this when the game was going on, but I saw the clip that was being posted around after the game where he just steps on Dorgu for no reason. Where's VAR? Where's VAR on that? VAR was having an absolute laugh that entire game. Manu playing with too much caution. It'll be very interesting to seeing how he kicks on after Ruben's gone. I really don't want to have to hate. Like I'm really pissed off at Manu in the moment, but I don't know. Hannibal Mejbri, he's 22 years old, born January 21st. 21st is my birthday too. Ooh. He's not good enough for United realistically. Like, let's be honest. Like, you think even this team? This is probably one of the worst United teams all time. You think that Hannibal would get into this team over who? I mean, he'd get into this current squad, but not when we have like our full team. Like, he would definitely start over Dorgu. All right, second half about to get underway. Can we see a little bit better football here, please? And like, we actually like secretly want Liverpool to win, but like, we'll keep that to ourselves because I can't see Arsenal win this title. All right. Walker cheating in football and otherwise. Yeah, dude, he's cheating on and off the pitch, bro. That whole thing about him, like, was it just him cheating on his wife, or I swear it was like he had a whole second family or something like that. I'm like, why are you? That was like the strangest thing. I'm like, why is bro like having a whole sit down interview about how he cheated on his wife? Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, keep that to yourself. Like, not everything's got to be public information, you know. Hannibal's a good young player to have on your bench. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. David, back up in here. What's going on, bro? How was the tomato soup? The second half begin. It has just started right now. I don't believe there was any substitutions from either side. Dude, that's a free kick. Referee's telling him to get up. No, dude, Jaden dropping another. You're awesome. Jaden, man. So much love for you, bro. Who's Liverpool even have on the bench? El Clasico this weekend. Madrid won 2-1. They won 2-1 against Atleti, or are you telling me that's your El Clasico prediction? Who scored the second goal for Madrid? Because I saw the clip of Valverde scoring that fucking banger. But I didn't see anything else after that. Rodrigo? When Rodrigo leaves Madrid, where do you think he's going to end up going? Because, like, I just couldn't see him at any Premier League team, to be honest. He won't leave. He's just always been linked with moves away. I just feel like eventually he will leave. Because like, is there any Premier League teams that like actually really need him? That are like top teams? Like obviously a fucking lower Premier League team would take him in a heartbeat, but realistic clubs that he would go to in the Prem? Like Chelsea could honestly probably use him. Even though they have a shit ton of wingers, but they're just like not really that good. Liverpool's bench is honestly kind of dead. They got Ngamoa and Chiesa in terms of forwards they could bring on. I'd definitely bring on a Chiesa at some point. He was in the summer, but club didn't sell him, and he posted kissing the badge. Vinny more likely to leave. Didn't extend in a bad relationship. Really, Vinny to leave. And where do you think you'd see him going? I could see. I couldn't really. I don't really see him in the Prem either. I could see him at like a PSG. Rodrigo will go to Saudi. I could actually see that. Him just taking a Saudi bag. You know the Brazilians love to do that. Man City. I could see that. But like they did just bring in Semenyo. But like maybe if they were to get rid of like Bernardo Silva or something. Like unless you're gonna play him or like you were one of the other three wingers that they have on the right. Just get rid of Savinho, bring in Vinicius. During Ronaldo times, did you watch his team like Real and Juventus? Of course. It's freaking prime Ronaldo. Liverpool maybe or Arsenal. If Liverpool were to land a Vinny, that would be ridiculous. But honestly, I feel like Madrid. I mean, if the relationship's bad, then maybe it is in the best interest to get rid of him. But like, I still think Madrid would be dumb to get rid of him. I think Vinny is still easily one of the best players in the world. Ronaldo's the GOAT wherever he plays. How many more years do you think we're gonna get out of Ronaldo? Like once he actually hits 1,000 goals, like do you think that'll be his last season? Because then like that's really the only thing he has left that he's chasing. CPFC Don, what's going on, bro? Back up in here. Back to check in again on the Arsenal game. More technical football with no flair. Back to sleep. Yeah, dude. Honestly, Arsenal games are a great way to put yourself to sleep. CR7 Madrid, my guy up in here showing some love with the 3 You're Awesomes. Appreciate you, bro. I bet you're happy with that result they got today. He wants that 1,000 and then it's over. Yeah, more than happy. Yeah, dude, I need to watch back that Rodrigo or not Rodrigo, the Valverde free kick. I could watch that over and over and over and over again. I want to see Valverde in the Prem so bad. I know you don't want to see. You probably wouldn't want to see him go, but like if Valverde went to City, oh my gosh, that like City are already freaking ridiculous team. But you add Valverde into them, that's another treble right there. Jaden with the ice cream cone, man. Appreciate you, bro. I don't know how people torture themselves watching these games every week, to be honest. I mean, like, even if it's a boring game, like, I can still. I want to see goals and, like, be entertained or whatever, but, like, I can still appreciate the beauty of a nil-nil at the same time. I'm more accepting of watching, like, boring nil-nil games if it's United. And when it's other teams, I just, like, I want to see goals. Jordan, what's going on, man? It's crazy. I swear, like 75% of the games that I decide to stream end up being like this. Every time it's the two big teams playing against each other, it always ends up being just a fucking snooze fest. Liverpool, please, and City too. Dude, I literally forgot what I just asked. What was that in response to? George says the first game we will see Brennan Johnson, kudos, get injured for 8 weeks. Nice. Season is officially written off. I mean, I feel like it's been written off like before all that happened. You know what I mean? Like how much longer? Like there's no way that Frank lasts the whole season. Surely. Now, please do something. Oh, you're just saying you don't want to see Arsenal win the league? It'll be impossible to escape the noise pollution. Dude, the Arsenal fans are gonna be unbearable. They're already unbearable. Lewis Skelly coming in here. Doesn't matter who the manager is anymore. The players just aren't good enough, bro. You're like Spurs are honestly in the same boat United are. This is the same things that I've been saying about United. Doesn't matter if it's Ruben, Fletcher, or fucking we bring in Enrique or Tuchel, whatever. Players are shit. Do you think I feel like you could argue it either way, but like in terms of a full squad, I feel like United have like better individual players, like a couple better individual players, if you were to like rank them all. But I would say that Spurs has a better squad than United does. Like, is that crazy to say? Like, I know you don't like Bentancur, but I would take Bentancur at United. I mean, just considering over what we have currently, I would take Bentancur at United in a heartbeat. Legit worst fan base of all time. They really are, bro. Kudos the only Spurs player I rate. Yeah, Kudos is a baller. I mentioned this like a week ago or something, but who would you say is the hardest player to take the ball off in the Premier League, winger wise? Because I'm putting Kudos up there. Spurs got too many injury problems. Otherwise, they would be better. A better Uruguayan, yeah. Give me freaking Bentancur over Ugarte every day of the week. I actually don't want to. I don't want to see a Uruguayan play for United ever again. Actually, that's not true. I did love Cavani. And Doku's a shout. You know who else is actually really hard to take the ball off? Bernardo Silva. Forlan too, yeah, true. Kudos is a beast, proper wasted at Spurs. He reminds me of prime Sadio Mane. Spurs are they're just missing, and like it was always going to be a transition thing when they lost Kane and then Son too. Like they just need that guy that just like fully carries them, like the Gareth Bale or the Harry Kane type guy. Which Kudos is good, but he's not on that level. Liverpool playing like ass. As it stands right now, live table, if this was to end as a draw, how many points are Arsenal clear? Because I can't look at the table anymore. It makes me sick every time I look. Seeing Brentford in fifth actually makes me ill. Only five? Very well still could bottle it. I still have a disgusting feeling they're going to go on and score off a corner very in the last 10 minutes of this game. But you cannot count City out. If it gets to like 7 points clear, then I might start losing all hope. Watch Soboslai thunderbolted. Could you imagine? There's 6 points clear as it stands. Cooper's saying it's 5. It's 4 if they lose. Are we sure it's 6? I'm going to have to look myself. See the Soboslai free kick. Can he bang another one like this again? Lots of power, zero accuracy. Jaden with the GGs, 2 GGs. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out Jaden. 6 points. 5 if they lose. Okay, so it is 6. That's it. Live table right now. 6 points. Arsenal 49, City plus Villa 43. Is there any chance that Villa actually go on and win the league? Because that would honestly, ideally, be the best scenario. Because I don't want to see. For me, like if I actually had to choose, and maybe this makes me a bad United fan. I've had many people tell me this, but honestly, I don't care. I would rather have City win the league than Arsenal, but Honestly, I don't want either of them to win the league, so I'll take Villa winning the league. United are further from third than 16th in points. Dude, the battle from like fourth to like what is it? What do you say? To like 16th is crazy. I don't think they'll stay consistent. In fact, I don't think they will get the top three. Who do you think would take their spot in the top three? Liverpool, most likely? Most likely, you would imagine. It's not going to be fucking United. Probably isn't going to be Chelsea either. Unless this freaking Liam guy is like a miracle worker. But like, Chelsea definitely have a squad that's good enough to be in the top three. I don't know what this Liam guy is going to be like. Villa currently is Poch's Spurs. Not enough quality on the bench. Dude, if Villa actually won the league and I saw Sancho winning the league, I'd be pissed. I do not want to see that. Actually, I want to see Villa win the league, but I don't want to see Sancho. Couldn't we qualify for the UCL if we stay in fifth, though, right, bro? I'm not going to lie, I got no fucking clue how that works. Because I've had some people saying, oh, there's only the fifth Champions League spot comes from people for if a Premier League team was to win the Europa League. But then I swear I've been hearing since like the start of the season that there could potentially be five Champions League spots in the Premier League, but something specific needs to happen for that to. I don't know, bro. They change the fucking rules every fucking year. It's so hard. I don't even keep up with it anymore. Holy shit, Frimpong with tons of space cuts it back behind Verts, bro. This is what I'm telling you, bro. I don't rate Frimpong. He's just a pace merchant. Coefficient rankings, but like, again, I don't know. Tell me like I'm stupid because I am. What does that mean? What actually has to happen? Would rather Arsenal win than City. It's a Londoner thing. Why do you? I feel like aren't you like supposed to be rivals with all the like? Why do you want other London teams to succeed? Isn't that supposed to be the opposite of that? Brody, what's up, man? Carrick or Ollie? I mean, it looks like it's gonna be both of them. I would say Carrick, just because I don't want to say well, I've seen Ollie. I don't want to see it again. Frimpong is Doku if he had absolute zero tech. I love that. It means when Premier League clubs do well in European competitions, I think, but how well? Like, do they have to win the European competitions? Do they have to make it to like just deep in the competition? Like, what exactly has to happen? This shit's so confusing. Jaden with a glow stick, man. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out, Jaden. Because the Northwest owns football? No, Troy, we only hate Brighton. Why Brighton, though? What did Brighton do? I feel sorry for West Ham, a maze ball stadium and still shit. I don't like over the years. I don't even really like pay attention to how nice certain Premier League stadiums are compared to the others. Like, why does Palace like? Why does Burnley have a better stadium than Palace? And maybe I'm wrong in saying that, but just like when I'm looking at it on the TV, like I'm looking at like when United just recently played against Palace, I'm like, these guys don't even have a fucking proper tunnel. Like, what is this? The Brighton slash Palace hate comes from our ex managers being rival England players before they became our managers. Jai Moore, could you show the TV? I can't, bro. My shit will get taken down, and the stream will get copyrighted. Bigger teams from bigger leagues tend to do better, so their leagues get rewarded an extra UCL position. But again, my question is, how well do they have to do for us to get the 5th position? Unknown, what's up, man? At this point, just end the game as a draw. Yeah, bro. I thought maybe the second half would be a little bit better, but it's just been more of the same bullshit. It's like when they do better than teams from other countries getting an additional spot. But my question still remains the same. How much better do they have to do? Like, what is it like? Do they have to make the semifinal of the European competitions, quarterfinals, the final? They have to win it? Like, what exactly do they have to do? Just further in general, it doesn't really matter. So, like, would it be like just one? So, like, hypothetically, let's say Serie A team and a La Liga team play in the final, and then every other team in those countries get like knocked out round of 16, but like 3 Premier League teams make it to the semifinal. That would be them doing better, and then United would get, or not United, but the Premier League would get an extra spot, even though they didn't make it to the final. Is that what we're talking about? The team makes it later stages multiple times, and the ranking goes up or goes higher. And is it only one league that gets this additional spot, or is it there multiple leagues that can get this additional spot? Honestly, if somebody can just find a video explaining it better for me, that would actually help. Every league in Europe? Bro, no math is helping United get back to the Champions League. It's true, man. And the Prem gets the spot because they're considered the best. So if we could potentially be seeing 6 teams if a Premier League team wins the Europa League, then we would have 6. Cormac, my man, what's going on, bro? Appreciate the heart, me man. How's life been treating you? You got what you wanted in Ruben Elliott, so I imagine it's been treating you pretty good. Honestly, is each day that goes by, I was really upset with the Burnley game, and I'm probably gonna be choked till the end of the season with the whole Ruben decision. But I'm putting it behind me. Like, there's no point in talk. I'm not talking even with Fletcher. Like, even if we were to lose our next 3 games, I'm not gonna start going in. I don't want to. Like, it's just getting exhausting. I don't know if you're feeling this way, but it's getting exhausting talking about the players and the manager when it's just going to be the same bullshit over and over and over again until we get new owners. Kobe is free. A lot of like the Kobe. I actually thought he wasn't outstanding or anything, but I thought he definitely played well when he came on. A lot of people were saying we're like get on his back, said he was playing like shit. The thing I'm upset about, the main thing I'm upset about with Ruben leaving is that Bruno will leave now as well, because the club wanted to get rid of him in the summer already, and the only reason why he stayed is because of Ruben. And like, I'm kind of torn of what I think they should do, because I love Bruno. He's been my favorite United player post Fergie, and it's not even close. But like, at the same time, you got to think about the future and the numbers that they throw around, 70 to 100 mil or whatever it is, like that for a 31, almost 32-year-old. Like, it's kind of hard to say no to that, because like Bruno's great and all, but like he is human. I don't know. You don't know how many years he can keep this up for. I thought he was kind of bad yesterday by his own standards. I mean, he's been out of the team for so long. He comes in, gets the odd 10 minutes every here and there throughout the season. Like, I just think he needs consistent game time before we, see the Kobe we're used to. Fuck the future. There's no guarantee that with 500 mil we could find a replacement for him. See, that's kind of what I'm thinking as well. I'm torn. I really don't know what the right decision is there. But just going from just like past players and shit, like using De Gea as an example, everybody thought the grass was going to be greener on the other side of De Gea, and it was the furthest thing from that. So I feel like it could have been the same. It could be the same thing with Bruno. Who can replace Bruno? Nobody. We cannot replace him. We cannot replace him. Like no joke, Bruno is not the best player in the world, or even the best player in his position in the world. But I honestly believe that there is no player in the world that can come to United and do the same shit that Bruno's doing. Do you believe that Messi Liverpool rumors got to be a load of lies? Oh, that's 100% a lie. Why would Messi go to Liverpool? The guy's getting an absolute bag in the MLS. He's already proven everything he needs to. Why would he go to Liverpool? Best 10 in the world, to be fair. I mean, if we're just gonna go back a couple years, when the De Bruyne and Bruno comparisons were going, like this is how I feel about Bruno. As much as I love him and would love to say that Bruno's a better player than De Bruyne's better than Bruno. Like if we're gonna be completely honest. But that being said, De Bruyne's better than Bruno. But if you put De Bruyne in the United team, he's not doing what Bruno's doing at United. Miami's bigger than Loserpool? Facts. So, he needs to come to the Whitecaps. Messi to the Whitecaps. Here we go. Dude, have you seen there's a clip of Whitecaps fans talking about players that they want to bring in, and you had guys talking about Phil Foden coming to the Whitecaps. Like, dude, even if Phil Foden's 25 in the prime of his career, you think he's going to the MLS, let alone the Whitecaps? This is why like these are the type of guys that embarrassed Canada when they're talking about the sport. Like even if Phil Foden was 40 years old, he wouldn't come to the Whitecaps or the MLS. An English guy that is rumored to come to the MLS though on loan, Harvey Elliott, which is like kind of baffling because I thought Harvey Elliott, before he got that bad injury, he was crazy. I still think he's a good player. Jaden in here with the heart me as well. Appreciate you, Jaden. Man, I hope Arsenal score a last-minute winner. I fucking hate Liverpool. I hate them both. I hate everybody that's not United. Like, if there was a possibility that just nobody could win the league, that'd be great. Yeah, but I'm also talking about today, not a couple years ago. Today, there's no 10 in the world better. Who would you say is the second? I'm struggling to even think about other 10s. Who is the second best 10 in the world then? Foden into the MLS would be perfect. Finally, a league of his standard. Who do you think's better, Foden or Cole Palmer? Musiala. Musiala's better than all those guys. Oh, Musiala actually is crazy. As a 10. Second best 10 in the world, you'd say? Bellingham, although maybe not a 10. Are we calling Bellingham a 10? Prime Cole Palmer, all time Foden. Bruno clear as a 10. Bruno the best cam. I just feel like I'm forgetting someone that's just class. Bellingham's an 8. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call Bellingham a 10. Any thoughts on Vinny Jr.? We were just talking about him. Apparently, his Madrid fan was in the chat saying he's unhappy at Madrid, and he's more likely to leave than Rodrigo. And I could see him at like a PSG maybe. But then do PSG really need him? Like, they have these young guys coming up that they're already crazy and they're only going to get better. Freaking Desiree Doué and Barcola. I reckon City could be an option. Yeah, get Savinho out, bring in Vinny. That'd be a joke. Teams barely play with 10s anymore. Yeah, honestly, that position's kind of like dying out. I honestly miss the days when you would see like that Juan Mata type of cam. Yeah, like an Ozil, man. Where have those days gone? Who's the most Real Madrid coded player that never played for Madrid? Hmm. Maybe a Paul Pogba? I don't know why the first name that came to my head was Gerrard. But probably more Paul Pogba. You have a sporting kit, broken heart emoji. It's like, dude, even if you don't like sporting, you can't deny that's a sexy kit right there. Jaden with the 3-year awesomes, man. Jaden, man, you're awesome. I've told you that a million times, and I will continue to tell you that. Gerrard heavily linked to them too. Man, I'm a Benfica fan. That's why. To be honest, which I know is like a sin, I would claim, like, if I had to pick a Portuguese team, I would say Sporting's my favorite. But like, if they're in the Champions League, I want Sporting. I just want any of the Portuguese teams to go deep. If it's Sporting, Porto, fucking Benfica, whatever. Which I know is a sin, but it's just how I am. And the only reason really why I like Sporting the best is because United have got a lot of good players from Sporting. Your Brunos, your Ronaldos, your Nanis. United got a good relationship with Sporting. David in here with the money gun, bro. Shout out, David. Can we see some W's in the chat for David and Jaden, please? This guy's been showing crazy support to the channel, or to the TikTok especially. Benfica away kit from last season was pretty fucking good, am I right? Honestly, don't even remember it. London is blue, F Arsenal. Dude, is this game really going to end 0-0? We're in the 83rd minute. The thing is that people from outside of Portugal think sporting are a big thing when they aren't. Who's even in? I haven't even been paying attention to the Portuguese league this season. Who's even in first right now? Porto's first. How's Santa Clara doing? Porto just beat them 1-0. Table. Porto, Sporting, Benfica. You know what's crazy about the Portuguese league? And Pedro, I feel like you could agree with this. The gap in quality between Porto, Sporting, and Benfica and everybody else is like absurd. Like, these other teams don't come anywhere close. Santa Clara 13th. Braga's up there. Yeah, they're in 5th. Disney the next Ice Spice. Is Ekatike injured? I think he is. He's not on the bench. The only forward subs I saw for Liverpool on the bench were freaking Chiesa and Gamoa. I heard Ruben is going to Benfica to replace Jose, master and student. You think, where do you think Ruben will end up going? I could realistically see him going to back to Portugal. Has to do with where the people live, I'm assuming you meant, and the funds that come to Portugal. Dude, I remember I watched this was years ago. This is like 2016 or something like that. I watched Santa Clara versus Porto B in Santa Clara Stadium. Nice stadium, nice as fuck, but nobody there. Like, it's only like the very few people that live there that actually have money that go to the game, and then it's just empty seats. And like, the quality of football was like there was some good stuff, but it was really just a lot of people just kicking the crap out of each other. Like, there was a foul every like 30 seconds. Because Azor's a poor place. That's where my family's from. And you're right. Chiesa not getting a minute is laughable. Yeah, dude, for real. It's disrespectful as fuck. Cacpo ghosting like usual. Liverpool haven't made a single sub. Crazy. Braga not bad, are they? I mean, they're not bad, but they're not even anywhere close to a Sporting, Porto, or Benfica. I reckon Ruben is going back to Benfica when Mourinho gets the... I can't see the flag, but if I'm guessing, I imagine that's the Portugal flag. You think Mourinho will take the Portugal job? I think eventually, like, we need to see Mourinho manage Portugal at some point. Who should be Man United's permanent manager slash head coach? My number one option is the person who I want is Tuchel. Second, Enrique. And then I don't really know after that. I don't want Glasner. I don't want Xavi. That's all I do know. No Xavi. I just don't like Xavi's an inexperienced manager, and he's never played in the Prem. He's never managed in the Prem. I just feel like that's just like really risky. Where I just see the revenge narrative with Tuchel coming back, wanting to prove himself because he got done dirty at Chelsea. I could see that. But then again, it doesn't matter who we bring in because, and I don't even think we will. We will probably bring in a mediocre level manager like a Glasner or someone like that. Because why would it? Why would a Tuchel or an Enrique or an Ancelotti or whatever want to come to United when we've just made it crystal clear that we're not backing any manager, and that these guys want full control, especially like a Conte or something. If we got like a Conte, it's gonna be the same shit that happened with Spurs. Glasner's mediocre. He's like second tier. We're not putting Glasner in the same conversation as a fucking Tuchel, Enrique, or a Conte. Like he's mid tier. He's not like down there with like a Sean Dyche or like a freaking. It might be disrespectful, but I'm gonna say David Moyes, but he's not. He's not. I don't think he's a top club manager. He won the same that Arteta won. That's true. I heard a lot of people talking about Eddie Howe. I don't want Eddie Howe. Like if it's between an Eddie Howe or a Southgate, yeah, give me Eddie Howe. But like Areola be a good at United. To be honest, again, even like what I just said, even if we got Tuchel, none of these guys are going to be good at United because they're not going to have full control. Exactly, just like Pedro said, first the board needs to go, and nobody's going to be successful at United until the board goes. For me, it's Xavi or nothing for a prem manager or a permanent manager. Sorry. What necessarily about Xavi do you like or do you think would be a good fit for United? Excuse me, we're FA Cup defending champions, don't you know? I'll give them a little bit of respect. How he manages the squad when it's needed, the rotations. But do you think his style of football, and like, we don't even really have the players that's going to suit his style of football? How are we going to play a possession style of football with guys who can't hold on to the ball? United don't need players or managers. They need oil money. They don't even necessarily need oil money. Because we've spent money. We've spent equal to, if not more money than every other club in the league. The money's been being spent. It's just being spent on the wrong things. Actually, Lately, I've agreed with every signing we have signed under the new ownership. Even Dorgu, to be honest. Maybe he was a little too expensive, but I'm not. He's still young. He still can improve. He needs to learn how to cross the ball, or he's not going to survive. What the hell's going on here? Martinelli getting into it. I think he just pushed Bradley. Konate just got straight up into his face. Riley, what's up, man? This United board reminds me of that King and Lord of the Rings who was controlled by Saruman. I've never seen Lord of the Rings, bro. It might be a bit criminal. I'll take your word for it. If he can win the league with Luke de Jong, he can win with Sheshko. But I mean, this is completely different, though. The Premier League is not La Liga. And Barcelona is not United. What is going on here? Did my stream just crash? Is my TikTok stream crashed right now? Is it live? Can you even hear me anymore? Can you even see me? Post on repeat for 10. Is it fine now? Just said I lost connection. I don't even know what just happened. Bro, the roof is leaking at United. You need oil money in a new stadium. Then you win the league 3-4 years maybe. I mean, the oil money's never going to hurt, you know? I'll take the oil money. We should have sold... We should have... What was his name? Shake something or whatever. The Qatari guy that came in and was going to buy the club. That's what we should have done, man. No, the Glazers are just going to milk this club dry until it's... just completely falling apart. Seen today, Al Hilal want Bruno for 100 mil. Where would we be if Bruno wasn't at United? In the championship. Like, no joke. If we didn't have Bruno last season, we'd be in the championship right now. How crazy is that? Milkshake, yeah. Bradley might have done his ACL. Wait, did he end up coming off there? I didn't even see what happened on that. Embarrassing from Liverpool that nobody battered the shit out of Martinelli there. I saw Konate get in his face a little bit, but... I don't know. 0-0, man. We're already 2 minutes past 94. What a shit game. Such a boring game. Yeah, man. What the hell is this? We need to sell Bruno and rebuild. Can't keep a hold of him just because he's a great player. That's kind of what I'm thinking as well, Daniel. I love Bruno. But like I was saying earlier, he's human. You don't know how he's 32 years old almost. You don't know how much longer he can keep this up for. Eventually, we're going to have to be on the other side of Bruno eventually. Or if that's through age or through selling him. And at least through selling him, we might get another 70, 100 million from that. Jaden with the live, bro. Appreciate you, man. Love it. If they score this corner, man, I'll puke. This is the moment we've been waiting for all game. 1-0 off a corner. I'd be sick. And they're going to foul Allison in the process. You know what was crazy about the Martinez goal that got disallowed? Oh my gosh, Gabriel at the back post got onto the end of it. Couldn't get it on target. And there goes the final whistle. 0-0. Yeah, David with the W, Jaden. You guys are both W's, man. Bruno's my favorite, but he's 32. He's a machine right now, but who knows what can happen. Exactly, bro. It's actually depressing how both teams actually didn't need the win. Honestly, I'd say Arsenal needed the win here. Like this would have been a statement victory right here for Arsenal if they came away with 3 points. Jacob, what's going on, bro? It's gonna be sad when once Bruno leaves. I might shed a tear, dude. Am I the only one that does this? Like, I'll be like laying in my bed at night, and I'll be scrolling through TikTok, and I'll come across like an emotional Bruno Fernandes edit, and I'll think about the last day that Bruno's gonna play, or the last game that Bruno will play for United, and then leave, and it actually makes me emotional. That and just like thinking of the like United potentially winning the league again. I'll fantasize that at night as well. And it honestly, I've always had the belief that United will eventually win the league again. But from this Ruben sacking and how these owners are acting, I've pretty much lost all that belief. Unless we get new owners. Should we sell Bruno? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm leaning towards yes. It has nothing to do with how good he is or whatever. It's just thinking about the future. Troy, where's the tissue paper? David saying not now. No. If we weren't, like, how much longer realistically do you say we keep Bruno? Like, do we just keep him at the club till he retires? Or is there, like, what would be the actual time you'd want to sell him? Ineos is basically the Glazers in disguise. Dude, that's the chant they should be singing. Change the Lemens Schmeichel in disguise chant. Change it to that. Are you Glazers in disguise? The thing is, there's nobody in football that can replace him. It's true. Honestly, like who I haven't seen. Specifically talking about United, I haven't seen a man carry United the way that Bruno has, literally since the last time we won the league when Van Persie did it, pretty much single-handedly. Next season, maybe. I've kind of like already like trying to prepare myself mentally that this will be Bruno's last season. So I'm trying to enjoy every moment of it, but it's really hard to enjoy right now with the shit that's going on. We might have a chance versus Arsenal. Maybe. Even with all the shit that's going on, I always believe that United... I always say this. People always ask me in certain games, can United win? I believe United can beat anybody. Will they is a completely different question. Because you never know what type of United team is going to turn up. If we do sell, I still don't trust the board in spending on the right players. Yeah, me either. I mean, they are like definitely making better decisions in terms of signings and all that, but like I don't know. As long as like I'm happy that we've gone away from just like this panic buy bullshit. Like we like just because a good player is available becomes available and we're desperate or whatever. Like the Alexis Sanchez situation. Like we can never do anything like that again. I don't care who it is. The thought of Troy's last stream makes me emotional. You remember when I took that hella long break? Will Fergie live long enough to see Old Trafford lift the league? Wait, sorry, what? See United lift the league? I would hope so. He's 31, dude. He's done. Deal with it. Knock a last nut out and let it go. But like again, I don't know. Bruno's playstyle doesn't necessarily like rely on pace, even though he is a very hard worker. I still think he could probably play at a high level till he's about like 30. Like he's got probably got another like 2 full seasons after this one left that he could play at the highest level. Sophie, what's going on? Wasn't bad. I was expecting a result like that. Frimpong played amazingly. I feel like they should have gave Chiesa a chance though. Chiesa gets done so dirty. Like, where's the free Chiesa t-shirt? It's gonna end 0-0. Gabriel's gonna miss a big chance at the end. Dude, I could see Sheshko scoring in that game against Arsenal. We'll beat Arsenal if we play good all game. That's usually how it goes. You play good, you might get a good result. But then again, last time we played Arsenal, we played good and lost, so you don't know. If you give up hope when it arrives, the feeling of winning the league won't be as good. But if you carry on believing when it arrives, it will be special. I mean, it would be special either way. I will cry tears of joy seeing United lift that Premier League title again. Will Bruno shine anywhere else? I think so, yeah. Like, imagine if Bruno went back to the Serie A. He would rip up. Like, imagine Bruno at like an AC Milan or something. Saudi or MLS is the place for Bruno right now. It's not disrespectful. It's nature. You telling me Bruno, if Bruno went back to the Serie A, you telling me he wouldn't cook? Yeah, dude, Bruno and Modric together, that'd be disgusting. Arsenal fan, what's going on, man? Thoughts on the draw? Are you pleased with that? I thought a win there would have been a statement victory for you guys. I would have said, honestly, 3 points from a game like that would have been the league wrapped up for me. Honestly, unless City bring in a defender in January, it still might be. Yes, but no, we could have won. Thought Arsenal would have won 1-0. I mean, that's what I was anticipating, that just winning 1-0 at the end. I honestly was expecting that Gabriel chance at the very end. That's what I was predicting the whole game. Like, they're going to win 1-0 off a corner at the very end. Such a nothing game. Dude, every time we see these big teams match up against each other, it's just these fucking most boring snooze fest of games. It's like every team is just happy with a draw. So many draws these past couple weeks. Italian league's not a farmers league, bro. Bruno wouldn't even survive in the Portuguese league, bro. That's disrespectful. Come on now. It's not a farmers league, but it is a tad bit of a retirement league. David, I don't think I saw your last message. I see the only want to know so I can come in and support. What did you want to know? I don't even think that meant the other message. If you put another one, even came up. It might have got filtered out. Let's see these FA Cup games though. 4:15 a.m. That's disgusting. I'm waking up for that. Tottenham Villa 9:45. Okay, yeah, that's more like it. Definitely will be streaming that game. And obviously Sunday, United versus Brighton. When is the new stadium going to be built? I thought I heard something like 3 years from now or something like that. Who does United plays league-wise? City, then Arsenal. I'm not even entirely sure what's after that. City, Arsenal, Fulham, Spurs, West Ham. Fulham at home. Fulham's a tough team to play against. Honestly, that draw we had against them still haunts me to this day. I actually have nightmares at night remembering Dallo turning into fucking Iwobi and giving the ball away like that. That led to the goal. Palace getting one side of their stadium rebuilt this year too. Dude, can they actually build like a proper tunnel? Cole, what's up, man? Such a game of what ifs. Which game? You're talking about the game that just happened? Yeah, I'll stream the Villa. Fuck, I already forgot what it was. It was Villa Spurs, right, on Saturday? I'll be streaming that one. On that note, boys, probably where I'm going to end the stream here because I haven't ate anything all day and I need to eat something, but shout out everybody who was up in the stream. A little bit disappointing that it was kind of a boring game, but at least you see Arsenal and Liverpool drop points, so I guess that's a positive. Season of draws? Yeah, dude, especially just these last couple weeks. Everybody's drawing. Nobody wants to win. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, I'm stiff. Jaden dropping a glow stick and 5 more. You're awesomes. Dude, big shout out to Jaden, man. Shout out Jaden, shout out David. Showing the love in this stream with the gifts, man. You guys are absolute legends. But yeah, next time I'll probably be live will be Saturday. Maybe we might do a gaming stream between that. When is the gaming streams? See, there's been a part of me, and this would be late at night, which would be this would be in the afternoon for me, which for you guys in the UK would literally be in the middle of the night. The main game I've been playing is Marvel Rivals, but I don't think anybody has any interest in watching me play Marvel Rivals. I don't fucking know. I do want to do the career mode again, but I've been thinking, I'm just I might as well just fucking hop on stream when I'm playing Marvel Rivals just cuz. Playing Fortnite? I've been playing Fortnite recently. It's been good, but I'm just ass. Marvel Rivals I'm actually semi-decent at. Eventually there'll be a career mode stream though. It'll be good. But yeah, until then, boys, hope we have a brilliant rest of your night. Hit the thumbs up on the stream if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. Turn the bell on so you know when your boy goes live. If you're watching on TikTok, join the YouTube family, man. We're growing slowly but surely. We just hit 12K subs on the YouTube. Click the link in my TikTok bio or search the Casual Fan up on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, bro. Turn the bell on. And yeah. Hope you guys have a brilliant rest of your night. See you in the next one. Peace.